I'm so excited. My merch came in. I'm still waiting on a tumbler from Suits to Boots. My mom's filming. 1 second. Is it on my face yet, Mom?
Yes.
As always, love my farm family. Happy holidays.
Wasn't that just lovely? It makes me feel so humbled. Hide that comment. Hey, folks, Lester here. And no, we're not on a filter. We're not on a filter. Don't make me. I can prove it to you. This is called collagen. I had a facial. I'm almost embarrassed to admit that, but I got myself a facial. Jamie made me do it. And so don't even go with all the silly comments, but this is some serious collagen they put onto my face. And that was only a couple of days ago. I'm going to admit something to you all that has been a very well kept secret up until this point. You all know me. I can't keep secrets. But sharing no, hold on. Chris, I love facials. Chris, cheers to you. I got a speeding ticket just now. That's why I'm late. I was driving 84 in a 60. I am so embarrassed because in all of my life, I've been driving for years and years and years, and I've never got a speeding ticket. I did roll through a stop sign one time, and that about shattered me. I've never had an automobile accident. Knock on wood, knock on wood. Thank you, God, for that. I've been very blessed to have never had an accident, never been involved in an accident, not even a fender bender. But I was in a hurry trying to get home for this. And Jamie had me stop at Tractor Supply. Not for me. All my feed up is done. But there was something that she needed for Brienne. A gift, I guess. And so I swing in there real fast. They couldn't find what I needed. I knew time was ticking. I got back in the truck and I began to haul it over here. And the little stretch of road here close to the house is a 60 mile an hour. I'm going 84, which I know I'm not trying to say you should all do that. But I get pulled over. And I almost told him that my excuse was because he did ask. He goes, "Sir, is there a reason you're driving so fast?" And I felt embarrassed to say, "Well, yeah, I have to go live at noon with friends of mine who." So I just says, "No, sir." I says, "Guilty as charged." And then I could not find the insurance card. I had my license, not a problem. Everything's current, everything's up to date, but I could not find my proof of insurance. And you have to have proof of liability insurance. And so I am blessed that he looked at my truck and realized the truck was new enough to where he knew I had to have insurance on a newer truck. So he did not write that into the ticket, but he did give me a ticket for going 22 miles an hour over the speed limit. I have no idea what that's going to cost me, but there's no way I can fight it. There's nothing that he did everything right. I was guilty. I knew I was guilty. I did say yes, sir, and no, sir, the whole time through. Congrats on my first ticket, says Missy. Missy, I'm not happy about this. I am not. I'm actually very flustered right now, which is why I'm having me an early cocktail. Yeah, someone is telling me how much it's going to cost me. 84 and a 60, Melissa. Does anyone know what that's going to cost me? Is it a general across the board, or will every county be different? I wonder. I'm happy there was no school zone, there was no work zone, but going 84 and a 60 is what I'm guilty of. But I want to talk to y'all about what we've been up to. Let me take some clothes off. I also want to say that what you're looking at over here is not your typical color of skin. You don't get this skin color and this skin tone in the dead of winter, even if you're in Texas. Does anyone know where I'm about to go with this? Does anyone know where I'm about to go with this? We have given y'all so many hints, and I'm trying to read the comments as I'm talking. But listen, we've been on a little vacation. That's right. We have all been on a little vacation. It's not a filter, Kim. It's not a filter. I can promise you it's not a filter. This is collagen, and this is some good Mexican sun, y'all. We took the kids to Cancun. I know, you're going to be mad. I didn't tell anybody, not even the supporters, who supposedly I tell all of my secrets to. Most of y'all know that there was a couple of days where you saw us out and about on the town, and you couldn't recognize where we were at. We were very careful. We were so very careful about not letting it get out. We left Jamie's mom in charge here at Longhorn Lester's. We made sure that we had, I don't want to give away all the details of who did what and what days was this and who was that. Bottom line is, we have been gone on vacation. I don't know anything about Botox. I know nothing about Botox, but tell me if it works wonders and if it can help my skin. This is collagen. This is something called collagen. And Jamie and I we didn't do any excursions. Guys, you're making me talk too fast. Let me slow down a little bit. I want to slow down and tell you the whole story. But you're asking so many questions so fast, and I'm already hyped up. I'm just like super hyped about everything. So let me just stop reading some comments for a minute. So if you're commenting anything, I'm not going to read it. There's not a way to block it. I could put my bottle of Jim Beam right there in front of it where I wouldn't see them. But everyone knows that Xander and Kendra and Jamie's mom all came into town, and we spent a little bit of time here, and then we took a trip to Mexico. We went to Cancun, which is an hour and a half flight from Houston. So very short flight. We spent 3 days there, 3 days, 2 overnights, and then we all came back together. We did have some fun, lots of pool, sun, beach, games that you play at resorts. We had a great time. We ate plenty. We drank even more. And the kids had a good time. We went with Ellie and Megan, Xander and Kendra. Jamie's mom took care of Longhorn Lester's. And then I will let Ellie and Megan talk about their setup for over at their place. But I don't want to be the first ones to give away everyone's secrets, all the secrets. So just know that we're back. We're safe. All of the animals are wonderful. I'm going to turn my phone off because it's you know what people do. They want to start chiming in and start trying to call me when they know I can't talk. Take a drink, Longhorn Lester's. Tanya, this here is for you. Thank you, God. That feels good. I'm actually happy to be back. I enjoy spending time with the kids, and it's harder and harder to find time to spend with your children when they get older. You know, Ellie and Megan are pretty much running I'm a Survivor now. And when you have animals, you just can't get up and go whenever you feel like it. Thank you all for the compliments of my skin. I wish it looked this way year round. I do. I wish it could look this way year round. But this is absolutely from being forced to go have a massage and an additional 30-minute facial. This is what a 30-minute facial will do for you. Even at my age, it felt wonderful. And I am drinking Jim Beam vanilla. It's not bean, it's beam. Jim Beam vanilla. That's my drink of choice. Even though Mr. David, my neighbor right across the way, brought me some Jim Beam apple. And I'll try that a little bit later on. Tomorrow. I'll try it tomorrow. That will be my drink for tomorrow. Karen Glenn says, Lester, you look handsome all the time. Well, Karen, you must have love goggles on. Thank you for the love goggles. We all have been guilty of having love goggles on at times here and there. And that's a very sweet compliment. So thank you all. You're being very kind. You got to stop now. You have to stop. But no, it was my first. I've gotten a couple of massages before. Back when I hurt my shoulder, I went for a massage. This was a deep tissue massage, which hurt like HELL. If you ever had one, Xander and Kendra opted to go for the relaxing massage. I should have went with them. But instead, I joined Jamie for a deep tissue, and it never hurt so bad. It either hurt or tickled. And I'm laying there trying to hold it together, and I'm just not built for deep tissue massages anymore. Jamie loved hers, but I was sore. I was hurting. But once the massage was over, the lady leaned over and whispered that they're going to start the facial. Now I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I didn't know what to expect, but I'll tell you what, it felt amazing to have. She rubbed my head and just did all of the stuff for my eyes and my wrinkles, and she literally just massaged the heck out of my face. She says, don't go back in the water for several hours now. And so that meant I was pretty much stuck there at the pool bar watching the kids play and have fun. And it was a great time, y'all. We had a wonderful time. I got a video from there. I'll show you. I got a lot of video from there. I'll show you. Okay. Let me play the first one, and then I'll be looking for the other one while it's playing. How much product did you buy? How much product did you buy? Sandra, I don't know about what you mean by product. We didn't buy much at all. The resort was all inclusive. And so pretty much anything that we ate or drank all came on that tab. So it's something that we do once a year. We only travel once a year. You all know that. Last year, I did travel twice, but one of those was because of Jamie's work. Jamie's work sent her on a trip because she met her work goals. And so that was something that they paid for. That was nothing we had to do. And that was during February. It was actually during the Valentine's Day. But for the most part, if we can, we try to all travel, and I say all, meaning just the immediate family. Once a year is all the vacation we can muster up. It's not so much the fact that you can't afford to go places. It's just hard to leave the animals, guys. And anybody who has cats or dogs or any kind of animal, you know the stress of worrying about who's going to take care of your babies while you're not with them. And I'm just going to say this one more time. I know it sounds horrible, but it's always hard to trust anybody. And you don't really trust anybody the way you trust yourself with your animals. I mean, the water and food, and then you have escapes, and you have there's something going on. So thank you for the compliments, and thank you for being understanding of our privacy and why we chose to keep that to ourselves. It's not safe. The world that we live in is not safe anyway, y'all. But it's especially not safe if you announce to people where you're going and what you're doing and how long you'll be gone and all of that. And so we chose not to. And I will say that I kind of feel guilty because I like to tell you all about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I would have loved to announce while we were there, where we were at, what we were doing. But we just chose not to. We chose not to for security and for privacy and to make sure our animals were safe. And please understand that it was in the animals' best interest not to announce to the world that there would be properties that were not with 24-hour surveillance. Oh, we have our camera set up. Don't worry about that. I was glued to my phone watching my cameras. But we had Uriel helped out. We had Jamie's mom helped out. And then I will let Ellie and Megan share their story of who helped run I'm a Survivor whenever they're ready. Someone says, just hush up and play the video. Just hush it up and play the video. I have a lot of video to play for you. So the first one I'll play for you is we were sitting in the restaurant after we had dinner one night, and we were playing one of the deal or no deal games. And our waiter was a very sweet man, just a very, very nice man. And he was watching us play. And whenever we were done, he was telling me that he's going to try that with his kids. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. You ain't trying nothing with your kids. You're going to try it right now. And he was so scared his boss was going to be mad. So let me show you this little video and how cute this was, and watch how close he came to winning it all. All right, we are standing here with Javier, and he is going to play our game, deal or no deal. All right, Javier, you want to sit down or you want to stand up?
No, stand up.
Oh, his boss is here. Your boss is watching?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Javier, you have to choose a number. This is your lucky case. Which one do you think is the lucky case? He said he's watched the show. He knows how to play.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to choose? He's going to choose. Jorge says choose number 7, but it's up to Javier. Javier, you choose.
Javier's having a really hard time. All right, you got open it. Wait, you can't touch them. You can't touch them. You're gonna choose 9. Okay, we're gonna keep 9 right over there. Okay. All right. At this point, you have to choose 3 cases. Escojas y abre 3 cajas.
Okay.
All right. He's gonna choose and open 3 cases. 2. Okay. 8 and 6. Okay. Let's open them up. All right. So you have lost. Is that $3? All right. That's good. Scratch off $3. All right. You also have lost. Of $5. You're looking good, Javier. This is good, Javier. If he makes more money than any of my family, there's a problem here. Javier! Wait, you have cameras? You've been watching? Okay, banker, make Javier an offer. Look at this. Let me see that real fast. Javier, look at this. You have all of that money still available. Make him an offer. Darn it.
Banker, I'm going to offer you $40.
$40. You want $40 or you want to keep guessing? You going to keep playing? Oh, vas a continuar jugando. Okay. It's time to choose 2 more, Javier.
2 more?
2 more.
Okay.
He chooses 7 and number 1. All right, here we go. Let's see what's in number 7 was $25. Okay. The 25 is gone. And number 1 is 40. Javier, the money's still out there, Javier. We have 3, 4, 5, and 10. Okay.
Okay.
You could either make an offer. What's the offer? $40. $45. $45. You're going to keep playing. He's going to keep playing. Okay. Go ahead, Javier. 2 more cases.
2 more cases. Okay. 10 and 3.
10 and 3.
$10?
$10.
Oh my God.
Is this, guys, do you have cameras in here watching me or what? Oh no. $75. But the 100 is still there, Javier. Okay, Javier, look at here. There's a 20, there's a 100, and there's a 50.
Yeah.
Or you can go with what the banker says. $60. $60. $60. He's gonna keep playing. Yes, choose 1, Javier. He's going with number 5. Oh no. Oh, how much is? That was the 50. Okay, here's the problem. You have a 20 and a 100. A 20 and a 100. Do we have a banker call here? Banker? How much? 70.
$70. No, continue.
Who's gonna? Okay, in that case, which one do you want? Which one? You have a choice here. One has a 20, one has a 100. This is the moment. He's going with number 9. Let him open it. Let him open it. There you go. Your winnings are. Oh no. $20. You could have had 70. Open that one to show him. There was the 100. Hey, thank you for playing. That was great. Good job, buddy. Thank you. Can I have the envelope back? La sombra. Thank you.
Wasn't that wonderful? That fella, let me stop this over here. That fella did a really good job. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. We had a really great time. Now, there's something else that we did, and I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but there's something called, well, this is actually very old. This is like a 2-year ago challenge. It was called the Opera Family Challenge. And if you've ever seen it, what happens is you have your family or your friends all gathered together, and you play a snippet of an opera song. And so the one that we played was, you all know the little song that I'm thinking about, right? And so then what you do is everybody has to try to mimic that sound. And so my goal was to get the family to play that inside the elevator while there were other people in the elevator. I wanted to embarrass them all. I just wanted to embarrass them all. And so every time we'd get into the elevator and I would have my phone like over here where no one could see it, and I was kind of facing it up towards myself, I would go, and everyone would look at me, but no one in my family would join. Nobody would join me. Everyone was too embarrassed. They were so darn embarrassed. And so at some point, they got tired of me. And then nobody would go in the elevators with me. And I hated that. I will show you a snippet of one of our scenes.
Really interesting.
And there was like no reason why.
Close the elevator, please.
What is happening?
We did this once already, didn't we?
One last time. You got one last chance to redeem yourself.
Oh, fun. We had great memories. If y'all have a chance later, and if you've never seen those, I think it was kind of a TikTok challenge more than anything else. And at that time, I was not using TikTok. I started using TikTok a little bit now, but it's just not my thing. But it was called the Opera Family Challenge. You can go to Google and just type in Opera Family Challenge videos, and you can see tons of these, and they're the funniest thing ever. But there's different songs that different people would sing. If you remember when we had our prom, we did the same thing. I forgot what song that we sang during prom, but we did the same thing. The DJ would play a snippet of the song, and then we would all try to see who could copycat that as close as possible. And so we had some fun, y'all. It was a good trip. I enjoyed it with the family. Ellie and Megan had a great time getting a chance to relax and spend some time together. And of course, Jamie and I demand that we have dinner together. I don't mind what the kids do during the day. They can find their own fun and their own form of entertainment. But I do have one demand, that we have dinner together every night. And so Jamie and I would see Ellie, Megan, and Xander and Kendra around the pool. Ellie, oh my gosh, Ellie would rush out of his hotel room every single day to play flag football by the beach. And then that was fun. So obviously we have a troll. We have a troll who's on the page. What a life. What kind of a life must that be when you get your kicks from getting on good people's internet pages and just creating an ass out of yourself? So y'all, BC, one day you will come to the end of your days. Seriously, whoever BC is, there's going to come a time when you will come to the end of your days, and you will sit there with our Holy Father, and you will look back over your life. And do you really think that when God plays these snippets of your days as an internet troll, you'll be able to smile and get a pat on the back of how much you contributed to life? Come on, think about that for a minute, y'all. Think about that for a minute before you start saying mean things and start doing mean things. Just remember that the days of our lives are numbered, and everything that you do is going to come back to you at some point. And you are creating no legacy for yourself. You're doing nothing to contribute to smiles and laughter and joy and all of the wonderful things in life when you spend your day looking for hate and looking for arguing and looking to create drama. Seriously now, come on. So
I would ask you to be productive, BC. I'm not going to go look for you and try to find you and tell you what an asshole you are, because we all know it. And the thing is, you know it. Some people, they allow things to become their norm. I've learned that, y'all. If you're not careful, things can become your norm. And once they become a norm, then anything outside of your norm doesn't feel right. And so you have to be very careful in life that you don't let things become a norm that you know should not be a norm. That becomes where it's chronic and it becomes a serious issue. So, internet trolling, just the term troll alone. If you think about Billy Goat's Gruff and the troll, remember the troll, the old guy with the warts all over his nose and he's just creeping around? That's a troll. That's just someone that's always creeping in the shadows and always looking for something, some trouble to start. And to be referred to as a troll is no different than me referring to you as an asshole. I'm sorry, it's true. So don't be one. You don't have to be one. Whoever BC is, you can turn your life around today. Turn your life around today. Go find something to do to be productive. Seriously, you can go outside and find a neighbor that you could help clean the yard, straighten up the patio, blow some snow off the driveway, and start building a legacy for yourself as being that kind of guy or girl, instead of the kind that spends your time hunched over, hunched back on the internet, looking for people to mess with. And yeah. So, no, Cancun was amazing, and we're very blessed for the opportunity to spend time with the kids. Lex was not able to go. Don't forget that Lex, and I talked about this a couple of times already, Lex does not come to us until the 28th. And that's kind of the downfall when you have to go through custody and you're trying to just, work on your schedules with your kiddos. And sometimes we get Lex for Christmas, and this year we don't get him until afterwards. So that's unfortunate. We had a great time in Cancun, and thank y'all for being okay with the fact that we played some older videos. We had some things that were out of order. Many of y'all probably noticed. Many of y'all probably noticed that we were doing things a little bit out of sorts, and it's because we were trying to buy time. We were trying to buy enough time to get there and get back and get on track before too many people noticed. Some of you guys called us out immediately. It's crazy to me how fast some people can call you out. But we are back. We're all safe. Everyone had a very relaxing time. Listen, everyone's telling me to send BC away. But the thing is, I don't know BC. I don't know what platform he or she is working under. All of the comments come here into one place. And so I can't, if you just knew how fast they were going. And so I'm so sorry, but what you can all do is completely ignore that person. And well, it doesn't matter if you say Facebook. I still can't see every comment. I can't see every comment. They're going by so fast. If I happen to catch it, then I'll absolutely do that. But if I spend my entire life over here trying to read as the comments fly by, then it's going to really not make a live very fun for anybody. I did invite Jake and Brienne, both of them to join us, and neither one have accepted or even received my invite yet. So I really can't control that. Jamie is on her way to take mom and kids back to the airport. They're flying back today. And so they had a wonderful trip. Jamie's mom, Xander, and Kendra had an awesome time. We had a really fun video that I posted this morning on Facebook first on I'm a Survivor of one of the funniest parts of their overnights here when Tex and Santoro got out of the pasture. Now, listen to me, friends. This is crazy to you all. You're not going to believe this. You'll have to see the video to believe it. But we did capture it on our surveillance cameras. But for some reason, and I have no idea what the point or the reason was, but Tex actually climbed over a roll of hay. You heard me correct. He climbed over a roll of hay. Never in 100 years would I've ever thought that that bull would have climbed over a roll of hay to get out. And he did. And he took Santoro along with him. And so what happened was Jamie and I were over at the J and L property. We were sleeping over there because our house was full. The RV here was being used. The bedroom was being used. And so we stayed over there. We got a phone call very late that night. Xander, who was just panicked, just in a panic. And he, yes, someone says, did you capture it? And yes, it's on the video. It'll play on Longhorn Lester's this afternoon. I did play it on I'm a Survivor Facebook this morning. So it will be out. Just give it time and it'll come to you, I promise. But wow, what a shocker to see that Tex actually somehow put himself over a roll of hay to get out. Now, whenever I made the video, I tried to be clever with how I created it. And I talked about how Tex was doing that to give Santoro one last romp around the property, one last chance to kind of live and be alive and just really torment me and Jamie and destroy some stuff in the process. But in reality, there was nothing destroyed. They did eat up some plants. They went through her greenhouse and just took bites of this or that. They came across the front lawn over here where they just destroyed her little garden area. And had some fun. But it was a really neat moment of father and son. And the surveillance cameras picked all of that up. It also picked up Xander and Kendra trying to do their part to restore order. Jamie's mom was terrified. It showed her out looking around and creeping, just so scared that that bull, one of them bulls, is going to walk up on her. It's a really cute video, and I hope you will enjoy that for what it's worth. We got a good laugh out of it, and I built that up and played that this morning early. We will forever have hoof prints in our yard because those bulls are not light. The 1,000-pound bulls can really put an imprint into your yard, especially your flower gardens. So I can't imagine the long term of all of that. But it was fun and funny to watch, and they handled that like real champs. So thank you, Carmen. Carmen says that was a really great video, Lester. It was a good video. I had fun putting that together. Sometimes the better videos do require a lot of editing and trying to go back and find all of that footage. And then we have 4 cameras here that were able to catch all of that mayhem. And so I'm having to look at all 4 cameras, kind of scroll back through the footage to find about the time that it all happened. And then it was just really, really something. But it was fun and funny. Valerie says, Xander did great. Valerie, did you notice what Xander was wearing? Did anyone notice what Xander was wearing as he went out and about and performed his greatness in taking care of the bulls? What he found to put on, and don't ask me how, Croc boots. Lyssa, you have a good eye. Lyssa has a good eye. I thought she was going to say he's wearing pink boxers. He was wearing pink boxers. But you know what? We didn't notice that. No one noticed that. Everyone noticed he was wearing the Croc boots. Lester's Croc boots. Why he would have put on my Croc boots is beyond me. I keep those in my closet, hidden away deep inside my closet in case anyone ever goes in there. And if, lo and behold, Xander doesn't go in there trying to find something to wear, and he puts on my Croc boots with his pink boxers, which I'm guessing he was already wearing, and he goes out and he tries to corral the bulls back into the pasture. Kendra was sweet. I love that girl. She was just so concerned about the dogs. And so she took the dogs and she got them all inside the shop and inside the house here where they were going to be safe. And of course, Xander sent Grandma, which is Miss Janelle, Jamie's mom. She was out in the camper. And Xander sent her a text, and he says, "Don't come out because the bulls are loose in the yard." That was around midnight. She said that she finally got the text around 1 in the morning. And so when she did creep out, it was the cutest thing. I got that on the video. It was the cutest thing watching her walk around the corners, and she peeked that way and she'd come around and she would peek that way. And she was so darn cautious in trying to figure out. Shirley says, "Jake's in Alaska." Yes, Shirley, Jake's in Alaska, but they do have internet in Alaska, and Jake has a phone. That's why I asked him to join us on the live. He's done it before from Alaska. So Alaska does have internet, and Jake is with Lyssa in Alaska. I'm going to see if Jake happened to have texted me. It's been quite a while. Now, my phone is turned off. Nope, neither Brienne nor Jake have messaged or called, and that's a shame. I was hoping that they would join me on this live to play their deal or no deal. I thought that would be a lot of fun. But since neither one of them joined me or called, then I guess that they just missed out. I will be going over to the sanctuary at some point today. I have to get packages, and I will try to run across and play with Uncle Dan, Lou, and Bree, and anyone else who is home who wants to play, and we'll take care of all of that. And that is my plan. I told you guys, and I don't care what you say, but that is my Christmas gift to the family this year. I am not shopping. Guys, I've done Black Friday shopping back when it was a thing to wake up at 4 in the morning and go shop. And I learned real fast that that's not my thing. Waking up either late after Thanksgiving dinner or either early the next morning on Black Friday, that's not for me. And maybe you're the kind of woman or man that likes stuff like that. That is not for me. Hold on, did I just see Shirtless Jake on the live? No, you're still talking about Jake. Why would you still be talking about Jake on my live, y'all? Come on now. And so I learned a long time ago that Black Friday shopping, or at least getting out and about, is not for me. And then I learned at some point that the online shopping might be the way to go. But then I discovered that no matter how much of a thoughtful gift I could find for certain people, it broke my heart to go into Ellie and Lex's bedrooms back at I'm a Survivor and notice that the gifts that I bought them for Christmas oftentimes were still sitting in the box, never opened. And I'm like, wow, I really thought that was a great gift. And so not all gifts that you think are great are really received that way from those who receive them. And so this year we came up with the deal or no deal. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to offer anything outrageous, but we're going to play deal or no deal. It'll give them a chance to win some money, because that's all they want is money, y'all. All these kids want is money. And then it also gives them a chance to have their very own video where they're the star of their very own video. The comments have been so sweet and so encouraging and so kind. For the most part, there's a couple of jerks out there that just love to be mean, but for the most part, the comments have been very flattering to whoever's playing that day. And so you're just such great people to allow me to have some fun with the kids. And then here's what I'm getting. It doesn't matter if you win a $25 or a 50 or whatever you end up winning. I feel like for that 30 minutes or so that we're playing that game and all that attention is focused on you, and you're like the star of your very own show, and you have it's all in your hands. However you can guess and figure it out is all on you. I think that in itself is a Christmas gift. I really do. I think that in itself is a Christmas gift. So I've decided that I'm not going to go shopping for mom or for dad or for anybody else. I'm going to, in fact, go to their house and have them sit down with me. And so someone just said it in all caps, and it got my attention. Here we go.
No. Okay, so BC Words. I want you to read my lips. He beat you out in looks and being a man, that's for sure. All right, so BC Words, I'm about to say adios to you forever. So forever. Now, what you can do, BC Words, if your life is so miserable and you find yourself with nothing else to do in life besides create new accounts, then by all means go create you a new account. But for the rest of your life, you will no longer be a part of my page. So I will simply reach over here and click a particular button. And guess what? It's going to delete you out of all of our lives forever. So this is to you, BC. Boop. Adios, amigo. There. And now BC Wirtz has been deleted forever. We sent him off with a finger. And I don't even care. Bye-bye, BC. Guys, honestly, he might be back. He might go create a brand new account. And that means he'll have to start a brand new email. And he'll go through a whole lot of trouble. And there's people that will go out of their way to torment you. But we don't have to let that bother us. We don't have to let people's insecurities and their fears and their mommy issues affect all of us. Okay, so bye-bye BC. There we go. Everyone can comment that. Bye-bye BC, and he will no longer harass or bother you today. And if you're mad at me for shooting him the finger, be mad at me too. You can just as easily block me for the rest of your life if you choose to. Life is so short, though. Don't you realize that? Life is so darn short. And as you get older, you begin to realize that. Have y'all noticed that? It's like one day you're 25 and you're on top of the world and you're young and you're healthy and you feel good and you look good and you got, man, you feel like you got life just at your fingertips, whatever you want to do. And then all of a sudden one day you wake up and you're freaking 50, and you got wrinkles and your joints hurt and your knees don't want to work and you hurt to get out of bed. And you're like, what happened to my life? Where did all them years go? And then, I don't know this yet, but then you wake up and you're 70 and you're like, oh my gosh, it's almost over. I'm getting so close it's almost over. And that's if you're lucky. That's if you're lucky, y'all. Hold on. Someone says, Lester, check your phone. Jake is here. Let me check my phone. So I had it turned off. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jake is 3 hours behind us. I'm sorry for waking you up, period. Would you like to join my live? I have a very fun game I think you and Lyssa would enjoy playing. So I just sent Jake a text to see if he wanted to join my live. And if he does, I have a fun game that he and Lyssa can play. So they're 3 hours behind us, meaning if it's almost 1 o'clock here, so it's still a little bit early there. They may have been up late last night. And so if they do want to play, what I will do is get my game all set up, deal or no deal. What I have to do is check my amounts of money to make sure everything is still set up. That's going to require a couple of minutes on my part, y'all. And so while I do that, if Jake does agree, to play, Diamond says, Lester, I'm 71. Ease up. Diamond, I'm not saying you're at the end of your days. I hope you live forever, young lady. I really, really do. And I'm not trying to mean it like that, okay? Jake is in the house. Okay, Jake, if you're in the house, I replied to your text. He's not replied back to me yet. So what I'm going to do is check to make sure I have all of the amounts of money. I think Jake will play.
I don't know this for a fact, but I think Jake will play. If he wants to win any money from Uncle Lester, he better. So what I'm going to do is count and make sure that I have all of my amounts of money here while I'm talking to you all. And then I will, if Jake does reply back, I'm watching my phone and you at the same time. So I'm just getting skipped. Stop kissing on Lyssa and play. You think that Jake's a kisser? Not all, guys. I'm in there. Okay. I'm going to send you an invite if you want to join. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lyssa can play too if she wants to. You can win some serious money here. All right, let me send Jake an invite real fast. Y'all bear with me. I got to take a picture. All right, so I just sent Jake an invite, and I hope he will join. It'll be fun to watch Jake and Lyssa play Deal or No Deal. Do y'all agree? So what I got to do first is get everything set up. I'm trying to figure out what amount of money we already have in our envelopes and what amount I have to fill into the envelopes. So Jake has the invite. All he has to do is join at this point, and he'll be able to get in. And I'm trying to keep the envelopes down low so y'all can't see which envelope has the which amount of money. Do y'all think that Jake or Lyssa will do better? I'm curious. Can I ask you all a question while I'm working? Think about this for a minute. And I asked this same question this morning when I went live at Longhorn Lester's to check on little Gary. How much money do you spend on your kids? Seriously, I'm serious about that. How much money do you spend on your children each? Not total, but about how much? I know each year it might differ, but about how much do you spend on each of your kids every year? So I have a lot of people saying too much. And then someone says about 100. Okay. Okay. So all of my amounts of money are here. Jake is here. Jake is here. Very nice. And Lyssa's with him. Hey, you guys.
Hello.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
Tired. Cold.
Is it cold?
It's 9 degrees.
9 degrees. Jake, you're all cleaned up. What made that happen? Oh, Lyssa made that happen.
Good.
Oh no. Well, you look really handsome, Jake. Listen, you look beautiful as always. And Jake, I will agree with a lot of the viewers that you do look a lot younger when you're all cleaned up. I don't know if Lyssa feels the same way, or maybe when you're young, you don't care if you look old, but when you get old, you want to look young.
Yeah, no, because now I get ID'd when I go in the store.
I'm going to ask you both the question. Do I look any younger? And be honest, yes or no? Because I had a facial. Jake, don't make any perverted jokes.
You had a what?
I had a facial.
You shouldn't say that on the internet.
You're glowing.
Jake, it's not that kind of facial. It's a real facial, the kind that women get all the time. Jacob, could you please keep this family friendly?
I'm just laughing.
Lyssa.
Yeah, his too. Look at his. I got
Lyssa.
facial too.
Lyssa, they do call it a facial. Am I right?
Yes.
And they
I know what it's called. That's not the problem here. We all know what it's called.
Jake, stop making me giggle. I don't want to have a giggly face. You're going to bring all my wrinkles back. If you're not careful, you're going to bring all my wrinkles back. Right now, I'm fairly wrinkle-free because they put collagen around my eyes. Okay.
You need to go get some Botox.
Lyssa, why are you laughing like that far? What's wrong with y'all? I had a facial done in Mexico. And what happens in Mexico stays in Mexico, gosh darn it.
Unless you tell everybody about it.
I am not embarrassed because I feel great and I feel younger, and I'm probably going to have more.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Are y'all in trouble?
No, we're not in
No.
trouble.
Who's this guy?
That's my
I'm
nephew.
their nephew.
Hi, what's your name?
John.
Nice to meet you, John. Okay, do y'all want to play a fun Christmas game for some money?
I
Yeah,
have
we're ready.
$15 only.
Okay, I don't need your money. I'm going to give away money.
Oh,
And so,
I'll take
Jake and Lyssa, the game is called Deal or No Deal.
Okay.
Have
Okay.
you ever heard of the game? Did you ever watch it on TV when it was around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know about the game on TV. Now, what I need to do real fast is write some numbers down. So give me 1 second. I have 10 envelopes, and they are full of different amounts of money. All right. So
Okay.
what you're going to do is choose your one lucky envelope. Now, I will not open it for you, but that is your one lucky envelope. What I will do at that point is ask you to choose 3 envelopes that we're going to eliminate and get rid of. And as we get rid of those, I'm going to open them and show you how much you just lost, how much money you've lost.
Okay.
Almost done here. Okay. So here we go. So these are the amounts of dollars in the 10 different envelopes. There's a $1 bill, a $3 bill, a 5, a 10, a 20. There's a 25, a 40, a 50, 75, and a 100. Now, you're both going to play, so I don't care who goes first, or y'all can share it if y'all want to only play once. I don't know how much time you guys have. But, Jake, would you remind everybody real fast what I've given you for Christmas for like the last 30 years of your life?
Quarters.
Quarters. Jake would always get quarters. And so Jake should be very happy that this year there's a chance to win something better than quarters. Okay. All right.
What if I get $100 in quarters?
No, well, this is not going to be quarters. So here's all of my envelopes. All I can do because we're on here and not in person is show y'all that I really do have every envelope numbered 1 through 10. And I know that you can't actually see them because they're here in front of me. But whenever you give me an envelope number, I will open it in front of you, okay? So y'all can see how much you've won. Did that make any sense to you?
I guess so.
Okay, so I have them all laid out here. So there's envelopes 1 through 10 right here in front of me. So, Jake, you want to play first or Lyssa? I don't care who plays first.
Yeah, play together or how do you want to do it? Together.
Y'all going to play together? And just share your winnings. Okay. All right. So remember, in one of those envelopes is a $100 bill. All right. And in the others, there's different numbers. So there's not much to see here besides 10 different envelopes that are numbered. But what envelope do y'all want to make your lucky envelope? You want to talk about it? I can show you the envelopes, but it doesn't really matter. You can't see inside of them.
40.
Jake, can y'all read any comments?
No, we don't see any. I tried to click on chat, but
it's not showing you. So there's a lot of people.
Here they are.
They're giving you guys different ideas and different numbers. I don't know how they choose their numbers, but no one saw the amounts that I put into the envelopes.
We want to choose 40.
No. You don't choose the amount of money you make. You choose what envelope.
That's the envelope. 40.
They only go 1 through. They go 1 through 10. So,
yeah.
Okay, number 4.
All right. So here's the envelopes in front of me. Okay. Can you see them? Can y'all see the envelopes?
Yes, number 4.
All right. So you want envelope 4. So I'm going to take envelope 4 and put it here to the side. It's on top of my Kool-Aid. Okay.
Okay.
It's on top of the Kool-Aid. Okay, so I'm not going to touch that envelope. Uh-oh. I will not touch envelope number 4. That's your lucky envelope. Now, what you have to do in this game is choose 3 envelopes, and I'm going to eliminate those from your winnings, okay? So tell me 3 envelopes that you want me to eliminate and get rid of. Is it easier like this, or want me to turn around and show you?
No,
I don't care.
Number 1.
Okay, so here's envelope number 1. I'm going to open it up, and envelope number 1 is, there's 20, 40, 60, there is $75.
Oh, good. We're going for 100. We're going
Y'all
for
just
100.
got rid of $75. So you cannot win the 75. I'm going to put that back in the envelope because you can't win it. But I'm going to go to my note card and scratch off 75. So that amount is already gone. Okay. You get to choose 2 more envelopes. You don't want to choose that one right there, guys.
You want to go all the way to 10? All the way to the other side?
What do you mean?
Like we had to choose 1 to get rid of. Now let's choose number 10. Number 10.
Okay. So I'm envelope number 10. And in this envelope, there is 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. There's $40 in that envelope.
All right.
So
Okay.
I'm going to go over here and I'm going to scratch off the 40. So now you can no longer win the 40 or the 75. Those 2 are gone off the table. All right. I'm just going to return that back to the envelope and push it out of the way. All right. So you still have envelopes 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. One more envelope that I'm going to call and make you a deal.
More.
9.
9.
Okay. Envelope number 9 is the one you want to get rid of, okay? And in that envelope is a simple $5 bill.
Woo!
So good. That's actually a good call. I'm going to replace that where it goes so I don't lose it. Okay, now I'm going to show you real fast. Was that a $5 bill, right? Okay, so these are the numbers that are still available, right? So as the banker, I'm going to have to ask my audience what would be a good deal to offer them. So I'm reading my comments and I'm going to try to find out what the internet says I should offer y'all, because the 100's still out there. So is the 50. Okay, so a lot of people are telling me to offer y'all 30 or 35. I'll do that. I will say, Jake and Lyssa, I'll give y'all $30 if y'all just want to call it a game and end it right here. I will just give y'all $30. I'll send it in the PayPal. Or you
No
can keep
deal.
playing.
No
Huh?
deal.
No deal?
No deal.
Hey, Jake says no deal. Lyssa, did you agree with that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so no deal. Okay, well, in that case, it's time to choose two more envelopes. Now, look at it. You have a 2, a 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the ones that are still available. Which envelope do y'all want to open up and get it off the table?
You can pick this
No,
one.
you pick and then I'll pick the next one.
What
2
now?
envelopes.
5.
You want to get rid of envelope number 5. Here it is. Okay, in envelope 5, I count 5, 10, 15, 20, and $25.
All right.
We've gotten rid of a $25.
Yeah.
I'm nervous too.
So now the 25 is off the board. Now, the only thing is, Jake, the $1 is still out there. So
That's
the
a dollar
3.
more than we had when we started this game.
That's true. You will always end the game with more than you had before. However, you may be happy to have gotten the $10 bag of quarters
Yeah.
when it's all over and done. All right, so envelope number 5 is off the board. It's out of the way. So there's envelope 2 and 3, 6, 7, and 8, along with your lucky number 4. All right, which one do you want to get rid of now? Get rid of one more, and then I'll call and make you an offer.
Number 8.
You want to get rid of envelope number 8. Okay, so I'm going to open the envelope up, and inside of that, I pull out 5 and $10.
All right.
Got rid of a $10 prize. Okay, I'm going to put that back in the envelope and get it out of my way. I'm going to scratch that off of here. Okay, now these are the numbers that are still out there. A 1, a 3, a 20, 50, and a 100. All right, I'm going to go to my internet now. So, internet, if you all will help me out, how much should I call and offer Jake? Jake, I'm
Y'all
seeing unanimous.
such low numbers. Like, suggest that he just make us a deal of like 200 instead, just so we can get off the game.
Everyone is saying offer you $40. Jake and Lyssa, I will give you guys $40, just straight up $40 if y'all want to quit the game right now, say goodbye to Uncle Lester, and I'll see y'all at Christmas. No?
Nope, we're still in here. No deal.
You're still going to play? Are you nuts?
No deal.
You used to be happy with $10 of quarters, and now you want to keep going.
No, I'm still happy. There's just a chance to make more.
There is a chance to make more. Okay. At this point, we have to choose 2 more before I make you another offer. What we have is envelope 3, 2, 6, and 7. Those are the ones that are still available. I need 2 envelopes to eliminate.
3.
You want to get rid of envelope number 3. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Ah!
What, you like number 3, Jake?
No, let's get rid of it.
Okay, so here we go. Let's count number 3.
Oh my gosh, I'm just nervous.
I'm kind of worried about this. That's a pretty nice stack of bills.
Yeah, but only 5. Surely you didn't
5,
put 25s in there.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Stop.
40, 45, and 50.
Okay. We're still
Now
getting
listen, the $50 is off the board.
We're
Now,
gonna go down to 1 or 100 is what's gonna happen to us.
listen, y'all do know I have nothing can control this. You guys are controlling everything. I'm just your banker. There's a 1, 3, 20, and $100 still left. Let me put this money away real fast, out of the way, so I don't get it confused. And then envelope number 3 is no longer in play. There's 2, 6, and 7 along with your number 4 that you chose. All right, it's time to get rid of 1 more envelope, and then I'll call you again and give you an offer.
Number 6. And
Number
that's a good
6.
$1 envelope.
This one right over here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to open it up, and in this envelope is $1, $2, $3.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so you've gotten rid of $3. I'm going to scratch that off. Now, Jake, you said yourself that it's coming down to the 1 or the 100, except there's 1 more in the way, which is a 20. All right. Now, at this point, we have to make an offer, and I'm going to ask the internet to help me out over here. Internet.
Offer us about $65.
So everyone is actually saying 60. Everyone is saying 60. There's a lot of 60s and 55s. So, which is actually a pretty good number. So I will go ahead and go with the highest number. Can I offer you guys $60 to go ahead and quit the game right now, be happy with Uncle Lester's Christmas, and be done with me until next year?
Smart, we would do that, but are we going for 100? Yeah, we're going for 100.
You're still playing? You're saying you gotta say no deal, no deal.
No deal.
If this was real life and it was like you can get 6,000 or go for the million, or the 600,000 or take the million, we'd probably just take the 600,000.
Absolutely.
But since this is a game of pins, we want to play to 100.
Hold on, Jake. Are you saying that $100 is not something that you look forward to? I will take $100 any day.
No. I'm saying I look forward to 100, but I'm saying this is not on the scale of deal or no deal with 60,000.
I know. Well, it's not millions of dollars, Jake, but sheesh. Jake, you do know, though, that everyone that plays this game is guilty of one thing, getting greedy.
Greedy.
Greed always kills them at the end. I don't know for a fact, but I think the Bible says that greed is one of the sins or whatever, one of those.
The 7 deadly sins, I think.
The deadly sins. Okay, y'all have envelope number 4, which is over here to the side. You got to choose 1 more before I call you. You have 2 or 7. 2 or 7.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. Okay, good. 2.
Y'all both said 2 at the same time. Okay, let's open up envelope number 2. Now remember, there's a 1, a 20, or a 100. In envelope number 2,
Yes!
5, 10, 15, and 20.
Oh my God!
I don't know
We
how
chose it right. It's
you,
number 4. It's number 4.
Jake, I don't know how you kind of called it early on. It's going to be either the 1 or the 100, but that's where we're at right now. It's
No, I know
either.
that we chose envelope 4 as 100. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know it for a fact.
How do you know for a fact?
I just know it.
You have a gut feeling?
Think about it. We're 3 hours in the future. Oh wait,
No, we're in the
never mind.
past.
We're in the past.
I don't think it works that way. All right, I have to look at these two numbers, 1 and a 100. It's real simple for me to offer you $50. I'll give you $50. Guys, $50 is half of that. Do you want to take it or do
Well,
you
if we
want
didn't take 60, we ain't gonna take 50.
Well, I get it. I get it. But you do know that I could very well open the $1 envelope and then you're going to be hating yourself. You do know that.
What are you gonna do? What are we gonna
No
do?
deal.
No deal.
No deal. Okay. Well, in that case, it's either 4 or 7. Which one do you want? Because at the end of the game, you can choose out of the last two. Which one do you want? This is your money. Which one do you want? 4 or 7?
We're gonna keep number 4.
You're going to keep number 4. I'm dropping number 7. And here we go. Number 4. Here it comes. Oh my God! Y'all just won $100. Congratulations. Very nice. Okay. I hope I don't lose it before y'all come home, but I'll try hard to hold on to that.
You better take it to the bank and get it turned into quarters.
I will say this. So far, I've played with Xander, Kendra, Jamie's mom, Jamie. I played around Ellie and Megan, and the only one who's won the 100 was Xander. All of us have won either 25 or 50. So congratulations on the $100 winnings. Don't let me forget, I have a very short-term memory. You may have to remind me. And if you can't get a hold of me, then I probably will see you at some point, okay? Thank y'all for playing. Congratulations. That's a $100 winnings for y'all. And what are y'all going to do with it? What would you do with a $100 bill? Huh?
We're about to go get some coffee. That's it. Two $50 coffees is what we're getting.
Yeah, if y'all are in Alaska, I bet coffees are very expensive. Am I right? Isn't everything more expensive there?
Normally, yeah, but the coffee, like a big 20-ounce coffee, is like $4.
Oh, so it's nothing worse than what the Starbucks are over here then.
Yeah,
And do y'all drink flavored coffees?
I do.
You do? Jake, Jake, you don't drink just black coffee, do you?
No, I get a mocha. It's kind of like a hot chocolate, but in coffee form.
I'm glad you said mocha and not like my dad and say mocha. You remember when Dad named that goat mocha? I love my dad. We all love Pawpaw, but he let the internet choose the name of his goats, which was a huge mistake because the internet chose to call the goat Mocha. And Dad didn't know what that meant. So Dad went around for a month calling that goat Mocha. Y'all remember that? Oh, Mocha. That's old Mocha.
Oh, mocha.
Yeah, Mocha. Yeah.
That's worse than ball goat.
I know. All right. Well, congratulations. You got Bree taking care of your place or what?
I hope so.
You hope so? Well, I bet it's in good hands with her. I offered her to call.
They will be fine.
You what?
As long as Ben shows up every day, we'll be fine.
Yeah, Ben's good. All right. Well, thank y'all for joining and thanks for playing. And congratulations on your $100 winnings. That's awesome.
Right. Thank you.
See y'all later, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Man, Jake just won himself $100. Jake and Lyssa won $100. That does not happen very often. It only happened once with all of the guys who've played around here. Even the guy in Mexico who played didn't win the $100. So good for them. And then the disadvantage, they weren't even here to look at the how thick the envelopes were. Sometimes the more money can kind of add up. And you can kind of tell the envelopes have a different depth to them as far as thickness. So that's pretty awesome. All right. Well, listen, I have kept you guys for a very long time. And for that, I am sorry. I do want to talk real fast about Santoro, if you don't mind. give me a couple of minutes here to kind of make it official now that I have everybody that Santoro is in fact going to be leaving us tomorrow. And it has broken my heart. Even though I always knew this day was going to happen, it's been tough these last couple of days, knowing that we're getting closer and closer to that day. But Santoro, as you guys have probably already heard through the videos, that we did make a deal. I was reached out by I'll just give it his name, a fellow named Jake, which is ironic, reached out to me about a month back. His wife follows the channel, and then he knows a whole lot about what goes on through his wife. He doesn't watch the channel. He doesn't watch the internet at all. He says he don't even have social media, but his wife does. And so she told him about this bull named Santoro and explained to him what's going on with Santoro and why we can't move him along. I made a video recently kind of highlighting and showcasing how handsome Santoro is turning into the bull that he's developing into. We also, it's very public knowledge about Santoro's bloodline. And he's going to take a chance on Santoro. And what he offered me in exchange were two, I will just say, proven cows, which are females who have had babies. They're no longer heifers. They're actually cows now. And along with their calves. So he's also sent me all of the information as far as the relevance of the cows with their bloodlines, who the sire or the daddy of their babies are. And even though the cows do look to be quite skinny now, a lot of y'all are going to see them tomorrow when I make that video, and you're going to say, whoa, they're so skinny. Yes, but my friends, I want to remind you that every cow, no matter if it's a beefy cow or a slender cow like Longhorns, are going to be very skinny right now. You really can't look at that to determine the quality of the cow, because we've gone through 2 years of extreme drought. And so Texas is not the only state who's undergone drought. And as you drive down the road in any of the counties or across this state or across many of these southern tiered states, you're going to see a very sad, it's just a sad state of bovine right now because of the lack of grass, because of the lack of moisture and precipitation. But Santoro will in fact be the leader of his own herd. I'm going to go ahead and just say this, and I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, and I'm not trying to just put down Mr. Jake and any of his property and his ranch. But guys, it's going to be a rarity to find a property as beautiful as I'm a Survivor or Longhorn Lester's. We take a lot of pride in the things that the internet, you, has made possible for us. The I'm a Survivor sanctuary that you found when you first ran across our page was nothing more than a typical farm with mediocre fencing. There was nothing to brag about. It was just a place where we loved animals and we took care of animals, and we lost several in that flood. And I want you to know that you cannot sit there and compare other farms to I'm a Survivor or Longhorn Lester's, because what we've done here has only been possible because of the love and the support that you guys have shown us. The fact that you watch the videos, even when them annoying ads pop up, that's how we make our money. And we have found much success in the social media market. And so please don't hold that against other farms. I'll say that, and I'll say that, and I'll say that, I'll preach that to you all, is that we would be no different here if it weren't for the blessings that we've received from you all through social media. And so Santoro will be going to a farm, a ranch property, where he will be the head bull. He will be the breed bull. and he will have a selection of ladies. He will live his best life. And we're hopeful that Mr. Jake, I'll just call him Mr. Jake, will send us occasional pictures or videos of Santoro and his life, and maybe even his offspring. I did tell Mr. Jake that if in fact Santoro cannot produce for you, which I honestly, I give you my word, I do not think there's going to be a problem in Santoro producing offspring, even with the small issue we're having. But I told Mr. Jake that he has my word that if Santoro cannot produce, then the first bull that I produce from Tex and any of his lady friends, I will absolutely send him. He can have that bull, no questions asked, to be his future herd bull, if in fact Santoro does not work out. So it's a chance that Mr. Jake is taking. Is it a gamble? It's always a gamble. No matter if you bring in a female, a heifer, or even a proven cow, there's never a guarantee of what health they're coming in with and all of those things, and how, it's always, anytime you buy a car, a used car, y'all, it's a used car. You never really know what you're getting. But there's a network of ranchers, and we are all belong to the same Longhorn community. This is my reputation on the line. This is also Mr. Jake's reputation on the line. And we all want to come out ahead. And so we will be taking a foursome. We'll be taking both moms who are skinny. You're going to see them. And if you compare them to our cows, they are going to be skinny. But please don't hold that against them. Give them time to learn to adapt to our grass and our regimen of feed ups and the way that we take care of our babies, and they will fatten up. I can promise you that. You'll also meet their two heifers, their two daughters, their babies, all of females, and we will add all of them to the herd that will one day become the Tex herd. A lot of the questions have been, where will the females go? They will stay here at Longhorn Lester's for the time being. I will let Tex have the company of the females, since he will be losing his friend and his son in Santoro. And then I think that will be a nice company for him for a while. I don't know if there's enough grass to sustain them here forever. But we will give him at least a month or maybe two, and we will see what happens. We'll watch and see if Tex has an interest in breeding. We do not think they're already bred, but if they are already bred, then that's actually even better for us. That means we're getting not only the moms and the daughters, but pregnant moms who will have two more babies. And so that will in fact be a 6-for-1 out of an amazing bull. He's like us. Mr. Jake takes a lot of pride in his bulls, as do most ranchers who take care of longhorns or any kind of bull. They take a lot of pride in their bulls. It's the bulls that you show off, not the heifers. I'm sorry, ladies, that sounds kind of mean and it sounds kind of cruel. But if you look at any of the articles or the internet sites, it's the bulls that are showcased. It's the bulls. No matter if you go there to look for a heifer, a female, a cow, a calf, it's always the bulls that make the front page. And so once again, Mr. Jake likes to highlight his bull, and he has a hell of a bull who actually also comes from Schumacher Ranch, the same place that Tex came from. And so how many babies does Tex have? Can someone help me with that? I'm going to put that up here, Melissa. Oh my God, Melissa, I don't know what I had for breakfast this morning. I don't even think I ate breakfast. I can't remember anything, but we can all add this together if y'all want to. You guys can help me to the answer if you can. But let's remember that he had Pearl, Santoro, Gracie. Now we're going to go ahead and put Danny and Ruby. He's also had, can someone help me? Guys, don't give me numbers. Give me names, please. Can y'all give me names? He had, okay. Oh, gosh, this is hard. Okay. How many children has Tex sired? Okay. So it's easy to start off at the very beginning. It was Pearl, and then it was Gracie, and then Santoro, and then Danny and Ruby, which were accidentals. Those were inline breeding. It's a very common practice, but it's not one that we wanted to do. So Charlene, thank you for saying Charlene. Jolene belongs to Pearl. Jolene belongs to Pearl. Charlene and Jolene. Charlene is from Tex, but Jolene is from Pearl. That's from a daddy mama, a baby daddy. Jolene's band camp. Huey was not from Tex. Guys, I'm only counting these 6. Am I forgetting something? Jolene was a boot camp baby, a band camp baby. Trinity is not from Tex. So I'm thinking the number is 6, and I hope I'm not mistaken, but without seeing them all in front of me, it's hard to remember. So Tex is very proven. He's fine. And I know for a fact that we at least have 6, and I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. So thank y'all for helping me with that. Rosemary's never wrong, and she says, I think she said only 6. 6 is correct. 6 is good. Everyone's saying 6 is right. So thank you. Melissa says thank you as well. So yes, so we are excited about Tex. Now remember, it's not really how many babies the male can sire that's important. It's really how many females a mom can have and still remain healthy. That's the key word. Your females have to be able to bounce back. That's the key word. When you're breeding a female like a Santana, you have to watch how fast does she bounce back. I don't mean to sound insensitive to ladies, to moms who've had children, but I think that most moms would say that after your first or your second child, you were able to bounce back pretty fast. However, if you've had multiple children, it may be harder to bounce back the more kids that you have. And so you never want to breed a female more than 10. And so I think the harder question to answer is how many babies has Santana had? It would be Huey, Pearl, Gracie, Santoro, Charlene. Is it right on 5? I think I'm right on 5. We do not have Huey. Huey was not out of Tex, but I believe that I believe that Santana, our oldest female, has had 5. And so I do believe that we'll probably breed her a couple of times more, maybe 2 or 3. But once again, I will watch her bounce back. The last thing that I'll say is that tomorrow morning, I will be posting a video talking strictly about the future of the Longhorns. When is our cutoff? What we're going to do as far as the babies go, and how many babies we do allow. When do we stop breeding? How are we going to manage our breeding? And for anyone who's wondering why would a sanctuary breed animals, just always remember that we were in the business of raising certain animals long before we ever became an animal rescue and sanctuary. And cattle, Longhorn cattle, is my retirement plan. One of these days, when social media is no longer around and you've all gone off to watch some other channel and all their fun and antics and all their shit show, we will still be here, and we will be here loving on Tex and loving Waylon and loving babies, and we will never go anywhere. But I will need a source of income. If I can't, in fact, make videos, I'll be having to find an additional income, and it will come from the Longhorns. And so that is what I'm setting up for my retirement, if you will. So, yeah, we don't normally breed our rescues. We did breed Annie because we wanted babies. We did not think that she was in a bad situation. She was young. She never had children. And so we absolutely did breed Annie. So most rescues would not be able to put their babies back up for breeding. But what we do is listen to you, not other folks. And as long as we have your well wishes and we talk our way through it, and you understand our concerns and our thought processes, and then we will absolutely refer back and forth. And you are the only people that we aim to please. You are the only people who we aim to please. The strangers who pop up here and there just for a video or two, they can come and hang out if they want to, but it's you guys who are loyal. Hey, Bill, thank you for being so supportive. Bill only wants to talk about Tilly. Tilly? She's still growing, Bill. She's still growing. But friends, I do believe that I've kept you guys for a very long time. Thank you so much for watching and for allowing us to have some fun with Jake and Lyssa. Congratulations to those two. You're going to come back $100 richer. That's awesome. Let's hope that not everyone wins $100. That will break my bank. We don't want to break Lester's bank. I tried to be happy for Jake and Lyssa, but I sure wish they would have won the dollar, because I don't want to have to come up with $100 bills for all of my nieces and nephew. That's for darn sure. If my own son is only going to get $25 out of me, how is it that Jake and Lyssa are going to grab 100? Sheesh. We're just going to say wedding. It's for the wedding. Wait, I already gave you a wedding gift. I gave you $100 back in December. Your wedding gifts, I've already done my part. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. Happy Friday. Thank you all for being so supportive of us and just being who you are. We wouldn't trade you guys for anything. All right. I mean that. I mean that with everything that I'm worth. I wouldn't trade you for anything. Even the pea-pats are welcome. All right. Guys, we'll talk to you later. Thank you again for watching. Bye now. All right. I have to end the stream right there. Oh, I'm frozen. There we go. Oh, you know what I can play? Is play this one more time. Let's play this one more time. Going off. Come at it.
Came in. I'm still waiting on a tumbler from Suits to Boots. My mom's filming. 1 second. Is it on my face yet, Mom?
Yes.
As always, love my farm family. Happy holidays.
Thank you all for watching. We love you guys, and we will catch you guys Sunday. And you're so good to us. I hope that you. Do you think Tilky has more than one baby like Megan? Good night, guys, or good afternoon. I'll see you.